I dropped number one in here just as a reminder to review PRs. Um, do you have a daily ritual? We've talked about this a couple of times.
I don't have like formally in calendar,
Okay.
but I
I
don't know,
would
like
do it. I
usually,
would try it.
yeah.
It's worked for me.
hmm
Um, so I would try.
What I do usually, like I have, I don't know, like every morning or whenever I start, I just like have catch up. So like in my notes, and then
Right.
that's where I like go through messages, like check those, go into like PRs and stuff like that. So yeah, I don't like for me, I could have it in calendar, but some morning I start around 10, some morning I start earlier, so
I
like I don't
see.
have like exact starting time. Like uh so I don't know, I could even miss that like in the calendar.
Got it.
Uh so that's why I'm kind of using like my notes app where I just have like catch up and then that's okay,
Okay.
do
Yeah, fair.
these things. But I'll
Cool, cool.
just
And I see you got to the pull requests too, so it seems whatever you're doing seems to be working. So,
yeah, it should be empty now. Like
yeah.
I have these
Cool.
shortcuts, yeah, like
Sounds
on
good.
my
Sounds good.
PRs and ones that are waiting on me.
Nice,
So,
nice. Okay. Yeah, if that works, if the Notes app works for you, that totally makes
mhm.
sense. There's also a couple lingering,
Yeah, things.
let's see. There's a couple lingering stories in Confirm and Celebrate. Do you mind jumping there while you're
Yeah,
sharing? That I want to, we don't have to dig into them too deeply, but I just want to pass them to you because I think you'll be able to get them to closed.
it's this
Um,
one only. Yep.
Oh no, no, there's some, well there's this one and there's some that are assigned to me that I want to
Ah, okay.
get your help on while I am out. Um, let's see, what's left on that one? I forget. Uh, oh, okay, there's just some open pull requests. We might be able to close that out now.
This one I've just looked at this morning. Yes.
Oh, cool,
Uh,
cool. Oh, we need front end approval. Okay, I'll take a look at your requested changes.
I
But
could, I guess Gabe is still here, so yeah.
yeah, I'll take a look at the end of the day for my PRs, but do you mind taking this one? Um, assigning this one to you. Oh yeah, you can check that off. And then in case for whatever reason it's still that PR is still open, that's the last thing. You can take it to. You can b bother folks and make sure it gets reviewed.
Sounds good, yeah.
Cool, cool.
I'll
Okay.
take that.
Then for the email 2FA, I think we're also waiting on
PR or
the best practice guide says here. Oh, yes. I would uncheck this box. The feature guide changes. I opened another PR here. See how
yes,
that's
that's fine.
doing.
Yeah,
Okay, you
that's
reviewed
fine.
it too. Nice.
Yeah,
Cool, cool. Um, yeah, do you mind taking this one too? I'm gonna go through my PRs at the end of the day, so I might get to that one, or I will get to the comments, but just so you're taking it to completion.
sounds good. Okay.
Cool. And then I think there maybe was one more.
This one is pretty.
That one's always sitting there, so it'll stay assigned to Luke. This add labels. Um, what's left? I left a comment at the bottom of this one. Until we've dog fooded the feature ourselves. Dog fooding issue here. Who's assigned to that dog fooding issue? I think we just need someone to every day remind whoever's assigned to the dog fooding issue. This is the customer request. Oh, there it is. Yeah.
Dale.
Dale. Let's see. Is Dale in? I'm double checking the calendar. Yeah, Dale says he's in. So cool. Do you mind taking that story? And then what I would do is just like when you're going through your ritual of checking the confirm and celebrate issues, just ping Dale as a reminder. Like, hey, we're waiting to close the story. Sweet. Okay, cool.
Okay, I'll take care of that.
Sweet. Sweet, sweet. Thank you.
Come.
We didn't spec. Oh, I saw this Slack thread. I glanced over it. Um,
Yeah, the thing is,
Looking at it right now. That's what this
this
is
was,
related to.
yeah, this is like this request basically for Debradle. It's, yeah, we just, my understanding of the request was okay, we need like, for these, like for edited and added
Uh-huh.
software. But there was no mention of VPP, which I guess, I don't know if they're using, but yeah, I guess, I think their request was also like multiple ABMs. So I assume they might be using this as well.
They are, yeah, they're
So
using.
yeah, so I don't know, like, is it sufficient? Yeah, like in that thread, like
You can
Hazel was working on
only
it.
you can only add right now, right? For VPP, there's no edit.
That's right, but the ad is like separate activity, like it's not that
Hmm.
edit software, but added like App Store app, which isn't covered. So it's not a big deal. Like can be, I guess, fit in any sprint. Like, but I think yeah, as you mentioned, it will require some like testing
I think we should
effort.
do it now. I mean, unless Haziel thinks it's huge, but I suspect it's not. The reason is we'll just
This
forget to do it later, or it's gonna get kicked down the road.
I think like yeah, there's a comment. The thing is like
Because they are Deploy's using it. We also like I think what we've been doing the software feature development a little too piece by piece.
yeah.
Um, like we should just tackle all three, I think at the same time. Fleet maintained apps, custom packages, and VPP.
So this is like what Hazel mentioned. I agree, but yeah, like the thing is, I guess we will be able to release this.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, but then I think we will need to stop this one, like if we want to add like, and I'm not sure now, like I think Haziel and everyone else is like off. So
Yeah, Haziel's
I,
off.
yeah, I think he's just looking at this one to get merged because he was like active also today.
Right.
Um, so I feel like it's yeah, I can file another one, so like and just add it like to the sprint. It should be super quick, I guess, and then uh, if that makes sense, or require changes right now, but I feel like then we won't get like either this one
Yeah.
or
Are you guys having stand up today?
we do, but I don't know like if Azil will be in.
Right. Who will be there?
Yesterday was Gabe and Victor,
Okay. I think
but I don't know if
I would bring it to them and ask
Victor is
like,
off.
yeah. So maybe it's just
Gabe,
Gabe. I would ask Gabe what we should do because Gabe is like playing, I think, George's role right now while folks are out. Like, I guess Gabe's really the only engineering representative. So I would ask Gabe if we should file a separate issue or not. But the thing is, like, we do want to get it in. Um,
hmm
so I would just rate, I would see, ask Gabe what makes sense. But is it sufficient for the customer? Like, I think no. They'll
hmm
expect.
I don't know, like I'm just looking at, and there's no one this week, so I think when do we wanna release this? I guess like
That's
somewhere in this.
I'm not totally sure. That's why I would kind of leave it up to Gabe. And if Gabe doesn't know, I would
Yep.
just ping Luke. So like when Luke comes back, Luke is aware and can own taking it through. But I'll just say like ask Gabe How we should how we should track the VPP work. Same issue, new issue, and bring sprint. And then like if Gabe doesn't know, then I think let's use the same issue and we'll just at mention Luke, George, and Haziel. Because ultimately what we're gonna say is like we're not ready to ship the story. If Luke is like, hey, this needs to wait until the next sprint, then we can have that conversation then. But I would just see from the engineering team who we have, what we should do about it.
Hmm.
From a design perspective, is everything done?
No, I need them to specify the changes for VPP apps.
Gotcha. Cool.
Just set for this one. Is Luke in at all, or
Luke is out this week, back on Monday of next week, I think.
mhm.
Or no, I take that back. Wait, is he back on Monday? He is back on Monday and then
Seems,
out again Tuesday,
yeah.
Wednesday. Yeah. George is totally out. Um,
That's yeah. I'm just like I don't know. I'm just thinking like now. I don't know. I could check with Haziel as well on this one. Not sure like how he is working. Like if we can fit this, probably would be easiest. But if not, I don't know. I feel like would be then we need to coordinate this like, or I guess I don't know. It should be simple change. Adding one more.
yeah, I think so
I
too.
assume if that's the only thing, yeah. I guess it's just added App Store.
Yeah, it's one additional activity
Hmm.
change. So I think it'll be. Is it the same activity for add add package and add App Store app?
No, it's different. Like,
Okay,
um, yeah.
gotcha. So yeah, okay, good to know for the future so we remember. Cool. Cool. All right. Um, let's see, number two. I don't want to take up any time on this, but do you mind looking into this is like lower on the list, but um, do you know off the top of your head why it didn't work? Because what version of Mac OS are you on right now?
I'm not updated,
Yeah.
and I think I have some like
What do your profiles look like?
there's like the
And you've got
spreading.
like software update settings.
I think I have some like with my host. There's something wrong. There's some like command stuck. We have bug for it. Um,
Oh, we do?
Martin
What's the
look.
bug?
Yeah, I don't know. Like honestly, Martin. But yeah, it's already a long time since.
Oh, I think I found it. Here it is. Is that it? Yeah, on Marco's host.
Yep, it is like incoming release GMDM, so it's in that pile of bugs.
The command is still
Um,
stuck. I also try to be deeper. Okay, this would be a good one to start to work on along with the queue. I'm just gonna tag at M&A and at George. I think this is a good one to dig into while we're working or when we start working on.
does this like does this like is or at least seems connected to that bug that we have already like for eponym. It's like where we retroactively wanna remove, yeah, like clean up filed. Um,
But you don't have any failed to remove profiles
I
on
don't,
your.
yeah,
Um, I'm just gonna leave them a comment about the unified queue. I'll just tag you on it, Marco. And I noticed that this or that his Mac isn't, or like OS updates.
yeah. The thing is now it has this chat. I'll just screenshot sort of to keep it
Oh, cool.
because this will probably disappear.
Cool. All right. Then I'll pull this one off. I think we have a theory now, so um I'll just say for Marcos. Cool. All right. Cool, cool. I think I'm
Just a
good.
second.
I think Mike's also be cool.
Nice.
Take your time. Take your time. All
Yeah,
right.
I'll check. I'll look into or that bug that you for software updates,
Mm-hmm.
OS updates, was that specific to my host or
There were two. If you go back to that dog fooding
okay, this
issue,
one.
and then you scroll down to the bottom, Luke linked. Yeah, so that link will take you to right now we are enforcing, well, we updated it to 15.2, but the deadline's not till after the holidays. So everybody below, yeah, it's these two. This one is also prob maybe experiencing the same bug because if you click on it and see its profiles, you'll also see that things are stuck in pending. One stuck in failed. There's things stuck in
Yeah,
pending, so
during
so it could be running into the same issue.
mm-hmm. Not sure whose host is this. Mike Thomas.
Yeah, I think it's Mike's. I just I let George and Martin know that these two might be experiencing the bug.
Mm-hmm.
Cool,
Okay,
cool.
cool. This
Oh,
one.
do you
Yeah,
have
I
to
think
jump?
yeah, to stand up
Yeah.
if there is anyone.
I
If
can
not,
I can hang out in here if you want to hit more stuff.
I'd like to chat about this one briefly on some,
Okay,
I guess.
let's do it.
And
I'll see you
that's yeah,
after.
cool. I'll see if there's anyone, and yeah,
Sounds good.
I'm getting back. See you soon.
See you in a sec. Start the recording. Um, this is what I keep digging up this.
Mm-hmm.
Um, Alan. So okay, I see what you're saying. So we're at here. You've hit the remote management screen. You got EULA, or we missed that part actually.
I think there is, or no, it should pop up like sometimes when like profiles are
Here's
getting
software.
installed. Yep.
Yeah, software scripts. Blah, 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 blah. And then the user, I think what's happening is we're gating. This is also weird that we have this double modal. We should figure out a way to prevent that. But it looks like all the setup assistant screens are going to come after.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. So
So
so we switch those too.
yeah, it seems like it should be like yeah, the last one.
Yeah, setup assistant's the last one. And that's where we have the release device manually, which I guess is a little. Actually, no, that's fine. That's not that confusing because here, if we were, I'll share my screen again. Let's say we as Fleet were doing manual device release. This would all happen, and then the user, like, until we send the command, they wouldn't see this
Right. Yeah.
screen until we release them. Yeah, this is strange. This double modal stuff. It's almost like we should close it for them if we can. You know what
I'm
I
not sure
mean?
now. I think that was meant to be that way, so it should close, or probably not. But yeah,
Can't
we should
remember.
definitely file a bug for it. I'm just
Yeah.
like the thing is like there is. I've been thinking, can you send that video to me
Yeah, let
or
me actually
LinkedIn
download
thread?
it. Um, Otherwise we're gonna lose it. How do I?
I think you should have like somewhere near, yeah,
Here we
here.
go. Here we go. And I will call this. I'll just put it in Drive. Let's see, fleets. I'll put it in just product design. Here in my downloads. What do we want to call this? This is like Mac OS
Setup
setup.
experience, what software like install or
Yeah, what is the date? 2024. I mean, when was this posted? 11/26. All right, and then it's gonna take a minute. But yeah, I'll
or a
send you the
second.
link to this. Can I do it already? I'll send you a link to the thread.
Yeah, I
Drop,
think the
I'll drop it in here.
like overall, I think most or copy makes sense still. It's just
When
like
the end
those
user reaches
steps.
the remote management screen, they are asked to authenticate. After Fleet enrolls the Mac, applies macOS settings, installs the Bootstrap package. Do we want like a if configured there? It's probably fine without it. So that's what happens. And then what we're saying is the next thing that happens is actually is the Bootstrap package.
That's right, yeah.
So like that would come
Uh,
up. Do you mind clicking on Bootstrap package just to see the copy there? So then you'd say the Bootstrap package is automatically installed. The end user is allowed to continue past the next setup screen. I don't really know what that means. The second paragraph, the end user is allowed to continue. And then is that one even necessary? This is all setup experience related. The package isn't installed on hosts that already enrolled. I mean, I guess it's kind of helpful to know, but the second sentence, I don't even know what that means. We could cut it.
I'm just looking at this GIF, so I think you can't go to the next step before everything
Mm,
is finished. Maybe, I don't know, like maybe that install command is like kind of send, it's acknowledged, but then the installation is happening.
mm-hmm. Is allowed to continue to the next step before the
I'm not sure.
installation starts. I see what you're saying. Like they could click through, like we send the command, but maybe it won't have started. Um,
I don't know, like if like that means or we don't guarantee that like Bootstrap package will be
mm-hmm,
executed like or installed. Maybe I don't know, like that's something really worth checking.
mm-hmm. I think it's probably, yeah. I don't know. That second sentence is a little bit strange. I don't really get
Yeah.
it. Yeah, I'll take a screenshot of it. Drop. I think up to you. Do we get rid of
I'm
this
not sure
thing?
about this one. Also, like, okay, this is setup experience. Like, I guess that's meant to be on the, what does it mean? Like, if the host is already enrolled. So,
I guess it's just we're calling this out, so like you're not expecting like, oh, this package that I'm uploading is gonna get installed on all my hosts.
all right, yeah, that sounds good. Like, because we now have other software.
Right, exactly. But the copy is a little bit confusing. It could be the package is only installed during setup, but is that already clear enough? I don't know.
Yeah, I think also, these screens, like, I think this copy, yeah, probably like this should be updated. Um,
Hmm.
this one I think was okay. So I guess after the end user continues past the remote management screen and install software or
Hmm.
all of that could be up to date because we will move.
Yeah, agreed.
So
Is
like
this
I
one will
think
be
it's
last
this
in this
my
step?
thinking, yeah,
Yeah.
was like I think first these are slightly out of the date. Um I think screens.
Yeah, the gifts are out of date.
Yeah, and then also I realized like if you open this GIF and like this is pretty big, but resolution is not that great. So
Uh-huh.
this is like 17 max, like uh, they're around 70, 80, 20, like something like that.
Uh-huh.
I think like if we implement video, like that's looping without controls, which is pretty standard now in the
Uh-huh.
like websites, apps, whatever. Probably it will be like I don't know, around 2 megs like for this small video,
It will
and
be
like
better
resolution
resolution. Yeah.
for sure. Yeah, this is like
Okay.
pretty bad.
Yeah, I
So,
agree.
but yeah, like this is, I think that could be easily done. But the thing is, I can't record these. Like, I think we need some like kind of new device that's
Uh-huh.
going like through that's reset, like that's wiped.
Yeah.
So I don't know, like I'll need help probably from Gabe or the QA or
Mm-hmm.
someone who has everything in place, and then I guess I could help them like instruct them like record this. We need like I think we want a full flow, like okay, end user authentication, showcase EULA, remote management, then probably like, okay, we're showcasing
Software.
here's like installing like install command and maybe something like I can even play around and zoom in like to show like, okay, now those commands are running, booster package is getting installed.
Right.
And then I think after that, like we show install software and probably see if we have this bug where it
Can we
pops
auto
up like,
close? Yeah.
right. And all of that, like once I have like full recording and I can slice that up and make sure that it works. Because like for end user authentication, this part is kind of important and EOLA, I guess.
Yeah.
When you go after that, like bootstrap package will be like, okay, we should probably focus on those like commands that are spinning and running
Mm-hmm.
here. Like and
True.
then yeah, I guess then setup assistant is like I think
We
should
don't
be
even
like from
show it
that.
yet in
Yeah, from
this. Yeah.
local, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so we should show those steps like that are happening, and then we tell, okay, you can skip steps, and but you see steps below on the
Mm-hmm.
image. Right now, it's just like I don't know, pretty
Agreed.
much
Yeah.
same GIF or similar GIF that doesn't make that much sense. Like this one is doesn't make too much sense. This one kind of has yeah, like and user authentication, but yeah, like and here it's not video, it's just like
Right.
image. So.
Yeah, that makes sense. I just took some notes down. Um,
Then the question is like, this could take some time to like record to find someone like to help me probably next week if I don't know like who will be online. And besides that, there's like this is more like UI change, I guess.
self-esteem. Right. Yeah, what
While
are we deciding? We're deciding to go with which option? I think you have the UI for it. We're deciding to go with do it yourself, right? Install Fleet D.
yeah, like first you need to make sure that package like Bootstrap package is uploaded, then you can choose this option. So that's like
What should we
uh,
call that? I'm just trying to place it with some words like enroll hosts manually. Like that's what you're ultimately doing. Technically, you're installing Fleet D manually. Enroll hosts manually. Install Fleet D.
yeah, I think I don't know.
Yeah.
To me, honestly, this like, or I'm pretty sure for many folks like this, like enroll versus turn
Mm-hmm.
on MDM is like, I think turn on MDM is clear, but then enroll, most people, I think they think about okay, enrolling into MDM, and especially in this context. So I
Yeah.
feel like
But
maybe
we
we could say like enroll to fleet would be weird, like enroll
enroll
host.
hosts manually. I mean, in the tooltip, we could explain like you must deploy um, Fleet's agent
Yeah,
for it.
I guess, yeah, that's an option, but also like it would be I don't know like to me it would be weird like you have like bootstrap package you're all about like setup experience and automatic enrollment you see like install or
Mm-hmm.
enroll manually enroll
Mm-hmm.
host manually even though like and then you need to go to like endpoint like to tooltip to see that this is okay about installing agent manually
Mm-hmm.
which I think in
Right.
this case probably kind of even though we have that like rule or pattern where we say okay, enrollment to Fleet is like actually installing Fleet the agent, and usually like
Mm-hmm.
in the docs we say okay, enroll in Fleet, and then in parentheses we say okay,
Yeah.
installing Fleet the agent. I think here
Yeah, I
it
see what
makes
you're
sense to
saying.
be.
Do we call it Fleet's agent, parentheses Fleet D? Like, what do we do
Uh,
elsewhere?
I think that's right. Yeah, Fleet.
And
I
then
could double
it's not
check like
really manually, right? Because they're gonna do it automatically. That's like the strange part. I know we have manually for releasing the device.
yeah, it's like Fleet's agent Fleet the.
Yeah. Just playing with the word manually because it's not quite manually, right? It's like it's on your own is what we're trying to say. Like you're responsible, but we use manually. Um,
I think that's like
the most explicit. I mean, what's really happening is like you're saying like turn off. Yeah, install fleet D's, install fleets agent. Right, it's like don't install fleets agent. But you that's kind of weird because you do want to install, like you're always going to want to install it. But that's like the
That's a
most literal. It's like install fleets agent on your own, install fleets agent manually. I think manually is fine because it's consistent. I mean, what do we call it in the API right now for the release? Do we use the word manually too? Because we can always change it in the UI, right? But we're stuck with whatever we do in the API.
enable release device manually.
Okay, so here we'd have like enable, install fleet D manually or something like that. Fleets agent manually. It's okay. I mean, what and then the tooltip we can explain like when enabled, um, you must bootstrap package must be uploaded. I mean, I guess no, I see what you're trying to do here. That makes sense because it's disabled and it's unclear why. Do we usually start with like to, I would just say like to enable or to use this option. Bootstrap, like flip the second sentence so it starts with like what the user's trying to do. Like upload a bootstrap package.
Which first.
But when enabled, you must deploy. Here we can just say fleet D, I think, like just fleet D without agent because we already have fleet's agent. You must deploy fleet D yourself. Like, I'm trying to think of a way. Like we want to tell them like the consequence, like the host won't enroll the fleet. Like otherwise, the host won't appear in fleet. I mean, and like, why would you want to use this option? Like, we should also have that. Maybe we should have the copy focus on that use case.
I think it's about like if you want to install FleetD with custom configuration, um, you can do that like by using like Bootstrap package, something like that. Those
Yeah,
lines.
yeah, something along those lines. Here, I know for a couple minutes. Let me let Harry know I'm running late. One sec. Um, it's like, yeah, to install a custom Fleet D or something like that. To deploy a custom Fleet D, to install, yeah, to deploy a custom Fleet D. Or I guess, yeah, like use this option if you're deploying a custom Fleet D via Bootstrap package. Use this option if you are deploying, if you're, what do we do? I think we do your. If you're deploying a custom Fleet D. And then I would also just say like if enabled, um, Fleet won't automatically deploy Fleet D. I'm trying to think of a way to like make sure people understand like what's going to happen. Fleet won't deploy. I think I would use the word deploy again. Fleet won't deploy, fleet D. Or maybe install. I think install. Yeah, that looks good. Use this option if you're deploying a custom fleet D via Bootstrap package. And I think you can get rid of the comma after fleet D if enabled, fleet, and then comma after if enabled. If enabled, fleet won't install fleet D automatically. Yeah, I think that's clear. I mean, what's not clear is like, yeah, you're responsible for enrollment. Like we're committing to not saying the word enrollment, which I guess we could change later in the UI if it's unclear. We could rename it to enroll.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I think here probably it's fine if we skip that word enroll because yeah, like it could be confusing, I guess.
makes sense.
Yep.
I don't know when that is, but um, probably the week when you're out. Cool. And then, yeah, the, the copy and the video slash GIF, I'll let you drive. The engineering team can take the video recording for sure.
Yeah, the question is like, do you want to do that like in this story or
Yeah, I think so. Instead of cutting like the UI improvements, because we usually don't get to them, I think we should commit to doing them as part of the
makes
story.
sense?
Yeah. We often have the capacity on the front end too.
A small UI tweak. We had some like container around this table, which put it in like in the center, and then some empty space around. So just like there's, I think some left over.
Got you.
So I just wanted to remove that. Okay, I guess I'll add in the engineering section some instructions on what kind of recording do we need for this one, and
Sounds good.
yeah,
Yeah, it would be
then
really
I'll,
critical of the copy too. If there's ways to improve it, like I would let the team know if it's unclear.
what
Let's,
do you mean?
oh, I was just saying like I would go through that copy one more time once we have things in the right order, see if it
Oh
still
yeah,
makes
definitely.
sense.
Yep.
Yeah. Or once we
Hmm.
have things in the right order and you have a plan for the gifts, see if the copy still makes sense. Yeah, I can write that down. Cool.